Welcome back. At the state capitol today, lawmakers in the Senate took a rare step and voted to override Governor Polis's veto. It hasn't happened in 14 years. Denver 7's Brandon Richards shows us how lawmakers are set to possibly do this again next week.
16 hours after Colorado Governor Jared Polis issued his second veto of the year, lawmakers in the state Senate did something they rarely do.
With a vote of 29 ayes, 6 noes, 0 absent, 0 excused, that motion passes.
With more than two-thirds of its members in support, the Senate voted to override the governor's veto of Senate Bill 86, a bipartisan bill aimed at protecting social media users.
It was important for the Senate to override the governor's veto because this is a great bill, and it's important that we protect the kids of Colorado.
The governor says he worries the bill will stifle free speech, but most lawmakers disagree.
This bill had broad bipartisan support in both chambers. We had a veto-proof majority in both chambers before it was vetoed.
Last week, the governor issued his first veto of an open records bill. Lawmakers are considering overriding that veto, too.
This is my 5th year here, and so this is the first time that sort of this veto override talk has been coming up.
The last time lawmakers overrode a governor's veto was 2011. While rare, they say sometimes it's necessary.
Look, I think we're here to answer tough policy questions, and legislators can disagree with the governor, but when that happens, there's a process.
Governor Polis has issued 34 vetoes since taking office in 2019. That's more than Governors Hickenlooper and Ritter issued, but far behind Governor Bill Owens, who issued 149 vetoes. And the Colorado Senate was also set to take a vote to override the governor's veto on that open records bill. They decided to delay that vote for 1 week. Reporting at the Capitol, Brandon Richards, Denver 7.
Thank you, Brandon. And as Brandon mentioned, the last time lawmakers overrode a gubernatorial veto was in 2011. That was a partial veto then Governor John Hickenlooper issued in connection to the state budget. The House is also expected to override the governor's veto, but hasn't yet set a date. And digging deeper, Denver 7 spoke with organizers on both sides of the social media bill veto efforts. Some support the bill to protect children from social media harms, while others argue it infringes on everyone's constitutional rights.
We're talking about severe crimes that are happening to our children. And we should not be willingly letting them continue because we want to protect the social media companies' ability to innovate.
We do believe that protecting our kids is important. We just don't believe taking away Americans' rights is the right way to do it. So the Supreme Court has ruled that access to social media is a First Amendment right. And in this bill, it requires the social media companies to kick people off of that platform. So that is taking away their First Amendment right.
We'll have more on this story coming up on Denver 7 News after the NFL draft tonight.